Good day to each and everyone. Most importantly, good day to my living in the IT era teacher, Ms. Espinosa. I hope you're doing well, ma'am. So this is my presentation activity in compliance with the requirements of the subject. It is titled An Emperor to a College Student, which is essentially select teachings applicable to university life from the writings of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius Antoninus, or simply Marcus Aurelius. I will briefly cover the basic ideas of the Stoic philosophy, followed by a quick discussion of some important details of Marcus Aurelius' life. From there, I will proceed to discuss the gems which I collected from the Emperor's personal notes, free lessons which I find could help college students such as myself live a more purposeful and grounded university life. I thought this was something all of us students aspire after. Finally, some very brief concluding remarks. Let's proceed. So what is Stoicism? Stoicism is a school of philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium. Unlike other schools of philosophy where interested persons literally had to enter specific institutions to engage in philosophic instruction, like Plato's Academy or Aristotle's Lyceum, the Stoics conducted their discussions amidst the hustle and bustle of society, along stoas, or sheltered walkways and porticos meant for public use. This reveals the one fundamental aspect of Stoicism, its being a very practical, sociable philosophy which looks to do good to people and to the world around. Stoics were among the foremost to establish a tripartite division of philosophy into physic, ethic, and logic or dialectic. In more familiar terms, physics, or the study of physical phenomena, ethics, or the study of the good and the just, and logic or dialectic, or the study of the structure and basis of our thinking and reasonings. The fundamental Stoic idea is that virtue alone is good in life. Virtue is achieved by living according to nature, though this doesn't necessarily mean secluding oneself in faraway places. To live according to nature means to follow divine will, to be content with the present, and to avoid extremes. Another aspect to living according to nature is to recognize the indifference in life, those things that doesn't necessarily need be fed much of our time, attention, and energy, exactly the important things that we have on short supply. On another point, Stoics emphasize wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance as key practices and characteristics of persons who live life according to nature, or simply, rightly and goodly. They are otherwise known as the four cardinal virtues. Wisdom is important in distinguishing between good things or good acts and bad things or bad acts, and in different details and events in life. Courage allows us to be firm in living rightly and goodly, no matter what life throws at us. To the Stoic, courage gives strength to hold fast to beliefs, provided they are right and good. Temperance, or in other words, moderation, balances our person. It keeps us acting and choosing and living within healthy bounds and prevents us from going after and experiencing extremes. And through justice, you are able to be pious to God and to be respectful of humankind. We choose to be honest, beneficent, and so on and so forth. Now, onto the details of the emperor's life. Marcus Aurelius was emperor of Rome in the 2nd century AD. He was the last of a line of rulers that governed Rome and the subjects with skill and justice. They are otherwise known as the 5 good emperors. For his part, Marcus Aurelius ruled the empire for almost 2 decades. Why is Marcus Aurelius a specific subject of study? It is because of his philosophical legacy, the famous Meditations. The Meditations is a compilation of personal notes and reflections written by the emperor while conducting a military campaign across Europe. In a sense, it was where the monarch retreated in those wee hours, while in those distant lands, collecting himself and his thoughts, admonishing himself to act and live in a manner befitting someone who has been reared in the bosom and cradle of philosophy. A simple Google search reveals the Meditations as ranked 44th in the greatest non-fiction books of all time. So, 3 lessons from the Meditations which have the potential to change the mindset of college students like myself. First, to continuously fan our principles into flame. This is from Book 7 of the Meditations. How can our principles become dead unless the impressions or thoughts which correspond to them are extinguished? But it is in thy power continuously to fan these thoughts into a flame. Although the emperor was specifically referring to the maxims or thoughts which he held within himself, we can apply this to ourselves by understanding that we cannot allow ourselves to just neglect and forget all these things that we are being taught in university. The lessons taught us become incorporated in the self through repeated study and application. Next, to keep before us examples of the virtues. This is from Book 6 of the Meditations. Nothing delights so much as the examples of the virtues, wherefore we must keep them before us. Again, the emperor in this passage was specifically referring to those who lived with him in the imperial court, and it was an admonition to keep himself delighted, to reminisce on the good qualities of his loved ones. But we can, in the same way, apply these to the people we discuss about in school, individuals who have made significant contributions in various disciplines, in science, in philosophy, and so on and so forth. To stay motivated, remember the greats and their dedication to contribute to humankind. And finally, to direct our acts to a social end. This is from Book 6 of the Meditations. Strive to continue to be such as philosophy wished to make thee. Reverence the gods and help man. Short is life. There's only one fruit of this serene life, a pious disposition, and social acts. One biographer of Marcus Aurelius said that philosophy is not about a discussion of fancy terms, it's about living life well. To the Stoics, part of that is to live a life where we serve however we can with whatever we have. Learning and virtue ripens in contributing value to society and community. So those are 3 ideas from the emperor that had an impact on me, and which I hope would make an impact on my listeners. To conclude, Marcus Aurelius' Meditations is a timeless classic for a reason. It has helped millions live lives of value. As such, it can act as a friendly guide even for a jaded, distracted college freshman, such as myself. Moreover, the emperor's reflections on life and human conduct remain true today, although they may be understood or applied in several other ways. That wraps up my presentation. Thank you for listening.